Hello, you gamers of YouTube land. I'm the AntiHeroDrink, and this is RPG Mayhem. And today we're looking at Dragon's Crown. Gamers, if you understand that RPGs' hearts are their stories and their characters, then this game is a textbook example of what happens when somebody performs a fatality on an RPG video game.
Kano wins. Fatality.
Gamers, Dragon Crown tries to be a good game. It really tries to be an RPG that you'll like. And it does some things good. I mean, the art's beautiful as always. This is why I picked it up. It really did remind me of Odin Spear, which had beautiful art. And this game does definitely have beautiful visuals. The characters are fun to play as. I only really played as the sorceress, but I enjoy playing as her, and the other characters look interesting with their own abilities. And I guess you could have fun going through dungeon after dungeon, finding new loot and whatnot, and choosing alternative paths. These are all things the game tries to do, and it does well, but it feels short of an RPG. It feels short of an RPG because there's no story, there's no character arcs, nothing. And what little story you get is a fucking shoehorn spit in your fucking face. There, you have something that resembles a story. And I use that very lightly. Resembles a story. So spoilers ahead if you haven't played this game and you're really hoping to go get into it for its deep and well thought out plot, which is non-apparent, so you're not missing out on shit. But basically, this is the plot of Dragon's Crown. Basically, there's a crown and it can roll dragons. The king goes after it. Then you find out there isn't really a crown that can roll dragons. Or at least there's a crown, but it just can't roll dragons. Then some guy says, I'm going to make a crown and it's going to roll dragons. And then he was manipulated by this evil cult who wanted to go use the crown to resurrect an ancient dead dragon. And then you find out that you can't really do it. Then you find out you actually really can do it. And by this fucking point, gamers, I was at the 9-hour mark. And that's on top of me doing my programming classes, my 3D modeling classes, my animation classes, work, girlfriend, life. So I wasn't really playing this game too much. But at the 9-hour mark, that's pretty much all the story you're going to go get. And that's how long it took me to get there. After that, it's a MacGuffin plot to revisit the same 9 damn dungeons to go get some bullshit fucking talismans so you can fight the final boss. There's Dragon's Crown, an RPG whose story, which was not even being rushed, that was just taken at a casual level, at 9 hours, amounted to that. In between that, it was just dungeon this, dungeon that, maybe a quest or two at the guild, and that's all you get. This is really some half-ass bullshit. And you might be thinking, well, why is he so mad about this? I mean, it's still a good game. Because, again, this game was made by the people who gave us Odin Spear. And I love that game. It's a great game. You should play it. It had well-robust characters. It had an interesting setting and a story. And the game played out through different protagonists. And you had more than one protagonist in the game. You had multiple endings. There was just so much you could do with this game. And so much fun you could fucking have. It even had the same sort of layout where you could go into a dungeon. There were many alternative routes. In this game, we get 2. A route A and a route B. Whoop-de-fucking-do. If I could take a second and talk about Odin Spear. This game had a robust list of characters, 5 and counting, with their own individual story arcs, problems, and character development throughout each of their scenarios. Each played differently, each fought differently. But the most interesting part about this game is once you got to the end of the game, each character needed to go be pit against its right adversary based on the prophecies and the clues you found out throughout the game to unlock the true ending. And you got the most bittersweet ending for an RPG video game. This was beautiful in its work and in its hand. And this was the game that made me think, wow, there are not enough RPGs in the world like this. And when hearing that Dragon's Crown was being done by the same people who did Odin Spear, I was really excited and hoping that I was going to go get something that resembled Odin Spear. And I didn't. I did not. and that is the biggest letdown. It is like so many steps back from something truly great, an RPG masterpiece. And what you get is a slap on the fucking... You get a slap across the face and a spit in the face for what they give you as an RPG. It's not Odin Sphere at all. That's just it. It's not Odin Sphere. So if you were expecting anything like that, if you were expecting any of the robustness or any of the beauty in the RPG Odin Sphere, then play that game. Because you're going to be sadly let down if you play this game. Is there fun to be had? Sure, it's a simple RPG which just wants you to go through the same dungeons repetitively and find fucking weapons. Like Borderlands, except for it's not as good as Borderlands. And there's this beautiful visual art style, but I mean, that's really it. At this point, I don't even know what to rant about this game anymore. I'm just sad. I'm really, really sad. I'm going to play Odin Sphere. Save your money. There are some better RPGs coming out very, very soon. So just buy those. But if you must go play an RPG beat 'em up where you go through the same dungeons over and over again, then this game is up your alley. If you expect more from your RPG video game experience, then stay away from this game because you're just going to be sadly let down. I'm the AntiHeroDrink, and my rating on this game is a 1. You can watch paint dry, and it'll be more interesting than this. It doesn't offer up anything for a true RPG player. And if you feel like this is a game you like and you're going to really enjoy it, then you know yourself, and my review was not good for you at all. But this is my opinion. These are my thoughts, and really, it's a waste of money. I'm the AntiHeroDrink at RPG Mayhem, dishing out the good news for RPG video games and gaming in general. Peace, sayonara, stay sexy, you beautiful hip cats and dolls out there. Later.
Never thought one of my king's trusted generals could be so treacherous.
After I deal with you, I'll recapture that girl and offer her to the dragon. Why don't you try begging for mercy? Perhaps you could be the new king's mistress.